Hi guys, welcome to your 8 C++ tutorial, and we are still on functions. So let's continue with the functions. So today we'll be finding functions between two numbers, and also we'll be doing overloaded functions, function between two numbers and overloaded functions. So let's start with the functions between two numbers. And recapping our previous video, we said you can declare the function before the main function or after the main function, but I'll be doing my own before the main function. So int max, so we are finding the maximum number between two numbers. So I decide to name my own int max, my function as maximum, so max. Int num1. Okay, let's do it int a. Let's do it int num1, then int num2. Then num means number, so int number1, int number2, then int result. Now we give our condition. If num1 is greater than num2, please, it's not men's gold num1. If num1 is greater than num2, your curly braces result num1. Else num2. So we come to our main function. We initialize a variable, let's say int rate, or let's say int I'm just writing anything. So int rate. So rate $100, then 200. See out the maximum is 8. Then let's end. Now don't forget to return your results here. Don't forget to return it. Your results. Don't forget to return it. Return results. So let's run our code to check if it's working. Okay, it's compiling. We have an error here. So results num1. Okay, it's not together. So please, you see here we added it together. We brought it together, but here it's like I gave a space. That's why we had the error. So please be checking on those errors. They are very important. Okay, so we are good to go. Boom, the maximum is 200. So let me explain this one. We have int max because we are finding the maximum number between two numbers. I decided to name my function as what? Max. So max is what? num1, then num2. That's our parameters. Now we have int result. That is, we've initialized a result. So if num1 is greater than num2, then result equal to num1, else result equal to num2, then return result. So int ret is equal to max, and we know that max is what? For our function max. Then our parameter, which is the num1 and num2, are replaced by what? 100 and 200. So therefore the maximum number is then ret, which holds this one. So if it will check, is 100 greater than 200? No, 100 is not greater than 200. Then it will come back to the else what? Else condition. Now it will check the else condition. It will check the statement. Result is what? num2. So if result is what? If num1 is not greater than num2, or if num2 is greater than num1, it will now be assigned, because num2 is assigned to the result. It will do what? It will return our result for us, which means it will check here for us. You see, because num1 is assigned to result, num2 is assigned to result. So when it checks, num1 is not greater than num2, so it will come back to our else condition. Now our num2 is what? Assigned to result. Our num2 is assigned to result. So it will return our result for us, which is what? The number which was greater, the condition which was true. It will return that result for us, which will be what? num2. And our max, which is the function, holds all this, including our return. So you can see the starting and the ending, including our return result. So it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will output the appropriate answer. Hope you understand. So it will output the appropriate answer. So if we check, we have num1 is what? Greater than what? Greater than num2. And num1 is not what? Greater than num2. It's num2. So it will check the else rather. It will check the else rather, then what? Output it for us. So if we change this one to less than, it will be like, okay, num1 is less than num2, and our num1 is assigned to what? Result. Okay, then we will return result. That is, we are returning our answer for us. So now it will check the condition here. Now num1 is replaced with something. Okay, it's replaced with 100. Therefore, the 100 is in a condition. The 100 is in a condition for us. The 100 is in a function. Our parameters are in a function for us, and our function to host our return result. Therefore, it will return the number for us. The figure we replace with the number 1, it will return it for us. So what is it doing? It is return our result, and our result is what? The 100. Hope you understand. So that's how it runs. So let's run this one. And we have the maximum. Sorry, we need to do it minimum. The minimum number is, so this one, the minimum number is what? 100. So now this is the basics. You can try for your own to check for the maximum. So when it's maximum, you should go to maximum, and when it's minimum you should go to minimum. You see, so when you change it, you shouldn't change this thing. You need to declare maximum, then what? Minimum. So that when it checks, when it's maximum, it gives you the maximum. When it's minimum it gives you the minimum. Hope you understand. So let's try the overloaded function too. The overloaded function is giving bunch functions in a code, loading too much function in one code. So the overloaded function uses the same name of a function but different data types. So We will call our function int, our first function int operate, int operate, int a, int b. Return a times b. Then we have float operate to as well. Float operate. Now you can see they all have the same name, float operate. That one to be float a, or let's do it float c, float d. And that one will be return. Let me copy this. I have a little code. C divided by D. Yeah. So let's move to our main function. We have int a is 5, then b is 6. A is 5 and b is 6. And our float okay, A is 5, b is 6. C out let's first initialize a variable to it. Okay, but we can leave it like this too. C out operate a b, then float I'll give a new line. So let's try our code. So we build and run, and this is it. There's the answer. So let me explain. Now about loaded function, you see we've called types of data types of different data types in one function. You see in one code, and these are different data types. We have our int, which is integer, and float. Now our float works with decimals. The float works with only decimals, and it's a decimal point. So the float, we have float and double. Float works with decimal, double to work with decimals. But float has only 6 decimal points, up to 6 decimal points, and double have up to 15 decimal points. So float and double, float have up to 6 decimal points, and double have up to 15, 16 decimal points. So we have int operate, which is a int b, then return a times b, and we have float operate, which is c then d, then return c divided by d. Now if you check our main function, we have int 5 then int 6, which means this one are replaced with the int operate. So you can see that we have different data types but the same function names. Then our float 2 works with what? Our float 2 works with c and d. Then it will return it for a. So they will both perform their appropriate functions. They will both perform. So this one will times and this one will divide. That's how come we had this answer. That's how come we had this one. So this is for overloaded functions, then this is for overloaded functions. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I know functions are really complicated, but you will get there. And keep on watching this video. Don't lose them. Just keep on watching this video. See you in your next tutorial. Bye.